The Kingkiller Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss is one of the most compelling modern epic fantasy series. The series follows Kvothe, a young arcanist in training. In the Kingkiller Chronicles, magic is more defined than in some other fantasy series. It conforms to specific rules that have repeatable effects. The only exception is the mysterious power of naming, which involves learning the true name of something and gaining mastery of it, hence the name of the first novel in the series, The Name of the Wind. The key element of the novels revolves around Kvothe's quest to find the legendary evil entities known as the Chandrian, who he witnessed murder his troupe at a young age, leaving him orphaned. According to the legends, there are 7 Chandrian: Cyphus, Usnea, Stercus, Alenta, Dalcenti, Ferule, who is also known as Cinder, and Alaxel, who is also known as Haliax or Lanre. Cyphus bears the blue flame. Stercus is in thrall of iron. Ferule chill and dark of eye. Usnea lives in nothing but decay. Grey Dalcenti never speaks. Pale Alenta brings the blight. Last there is the Lord of 7, hated, hopeless, sleepless, sane. Alaxel bears the shadow's hame. The lore of the series has the same complexity and depth that you would find in any good fantasy series. For example, in the Kingkiller Chronicles lore, the word Chandrian derives from the Timic term Chandrian, meaning 7 of them. Timic is an ancient language and the mother language of the language Tima, the language of the Aemir, the mysterious group of church knights that existed during the Aeterran Empire. According to legend, the group was formed in the ancient days as a way to oppose the evil Chandrian. Though the legendary Aemir are typically thought to be men, Ferule, an immortal demigoddess of the Fey realm, claimed that no mortal Aemir ever lived. Ferule has been alive for longer than even the legends of the Aemir. This would seem to indicate that the mortal Aemir were inspired by the original Aemir of the Fae, who must have roamed the realms of men at some point in time. In the Name of the Wind, Haliax does seem to fear the Aemir. Who keeps you safe from the Aemir, the Singers, the Scythe, from all that would harm you in the world? This would suggest that the Aemir do indeed have the ability to hurt the Chandrian. The origin of the Chandrian is revealed in parts through various myths throughout the series, though each legend varies in details. In one legend, the Chandrian were created during the time of the Creation War, when Lax, who is most likely Haliax, spoke to a creature in the Fey realm known as the Kvothe. The Kvothe is a malevolent entity with the ability to predict the future, and therefore shape it. If the creature speaks to you, it will always lead you down the path that would do the most harm. After speaking to this being, Lax stole the moon from the sky and pulled it into the land of the Fae, sparking the Creation War. The war in Ergen, as Ferule calls it, was fought by 2 powerful factions, the Shapers and the Knowers. Lax was a Shaper. It is indicated that the Shapers were the enemy. Other myths mention the 7 Chandrian. One myth has the Jesus figure, Tulu, taking human form to redeem the sins of the world and cast out demons. But there were 7 mentioned who refused this path. It is implied that these are in fact the Chandrian. In the myth, a figure known as arcanist appears. He is without a doubt Haliax. His power still lay around him, like a dark mantle, hiding his face in shadows. While being chased by Tulu, arcanist destroys 6 cities, but is stopped before the 7th is destroyed. The destruction of these 6 cities is echoed throughout several myths. In The Name of the Wind, the character Sharpie tells a story about Haliax. In this story, 6 cities are also destroyed, and again, 1 survives. An 8th city, Mere Terrenial, is also mentioned in this version. Finally, Cheyenne tells a story of 7 cities and 1. In this, a dim-ray version of the story, again 6 of the 7 are destroyed, and there is also an 8th, referred to as Tyrannial. This story mentions the enemy who convinced 6 people, a member of each destroyed city, to turn against the Empire. The enemy plus these 6 are highly implied to be the Chandrian. All the myths considered, the origin of the Chandrian is still a bit shaky. We can say with relative assurity that they came into existence sometime during or before the Creation War. We know they played a part in the destruction of 7 cities, though the exact details of the original still remain rather ambiguous. In the novels, the evidence seems to suggest that the Chandrian have an interest in erasing as much knowledge about themselves as possible. The Chandrian murder an entire wedding group after the host exhumed a piece of pottery which depicts them. They killed Kvothe's entire theater troupe simply because his father was writing a song about them. This makes Haliax's quote in the name of the wind about staying safe from the singers even more interesting. In my opinion, this could be a statement on the power of oral tradition. Songs and stories historically are a way to pass lessons to younger generations. The less that is known of the Chandrian, the less anyone could do to potentially oppose them, even if they do in fact have weaknesses. In the Kingkiller Chronicles universe, the Chandrian are viewed as children's tales, and it appears that the Chandrian like it that way. They would rather no one know that they truly exist. Kvothe only survived because the Chandrian seemed to be fleeing from something, as if some force was hunting them, possibly the current Emir. The final novel, Doors of Stone, is yet to be released, and will no doubt contain valuable information on the Chandrian and their nature, as well as a more accurate picture of their origin. Until then, the 7 remain cloaked in mystery. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to, you can support this channel on Patreon to help improve the quality and frequency of these videos. I want to take this time to thank some very special patrons: Lissy Roberts, Trini Girl, WKC, and Karen Johnston. Thank you for supporting my videos.